Most artists think that the real work happens in the studio, but it actually happens long before you ever hit the record button. Today I'm meeting with a client. We're recording 2 songs together, but today is not about recording. It's about pre-production. It's about making sure that we have the very best take of the songs before we ever get into the studio. I think a lot of artists miss this step. They book studio time, they get excited about it, and they go in there and they end up making decisions while they're in the studio, while the clock is ticking. Now, this isn't always a bad thing, but if it's on your own dime, every minute, every hour counts in the studio. Pre-production is one of those steps that makes sure that when you get into the studio, you're making the most of the time. So today, the goal is just to make sure that we're very confident in the songs, that the lyrics are nailed down, that the structure is nailed down, that everything's ready to go. So when we get in the studio, we know exactly what we're trying to do. All right, let's get going. Hello. Hey. How's it going?
Welcome to my humble abode.
All right.
Yeah, come on in.
So why don't we start with this one.
Yeah, I love this one so much. It's just got such a good vibe to it. I'll be your Lana, you can be my Clyde. Take me for a spin in a getaway ride. I live the open road, created history. Nothing you can say will scare away me.
Love that.
Come over to me. Come over to me. Like that step down.
A little interlude here.
Yeah.
The instrumental section.
Just one bar.
Yeah.
I see how much you appreciated me. Make me embody gritty, sultry, sweet. Daydreams are taking bubble baths from me. Blazing your gaze from your banks to my feet.
So the structure feels pretty good to me. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it's long-winded anywhere or too short. I mean, the ending's kind of cool to end it like that, like end on the third verse.
Yeah.
I think the part that could be stronger, I think the second verse could be a little more like lifting more weight there for the
Yeah.
song.
Okay. Well, and I'm kind of trying to insinuate, like, I've lived the open road, created history. The map ahead for us is reciprocity, and nothing you can say will scare away me is saying, like, I have a past, and I've already lived an open, free life. So, you know, come over to me and let's do the together thing. And a getaway car.
What if the second verse was more like you're in the future together, but you're still kind of on the run? The second verse loses that connection to
Yeah.
the getaway, the danger. It'd be cool if we could keep that sort of sense of like fugitives or you know, like you're ride or die or like you're on the run together.
Yeah.
One other thing to think about too is how does the song change from where you start? Like, wouldn't it be cool if the song ended and you did get in the car together and you did leave together? So in the beginning you're saying, come on, let's go for a ride. You don't have to be afraid. Come on over to my side. Once you're here, you can be vulnerable. We can take on the world together. Come over to me. The second little chorus. The third verse. The ending's like, okay, we're in the car together now. Now we're cruising towards the horizon. Or, you know, like, that's an arc that the song would take that I think would be kind of maybe more interesting or exciting for the listener to kind of go on that journey. Okay, well, what's he afraid of?
What about I feel your darkness, storm's periphery. You've been on the run, now you can run to me.
Yeah, it's getting closer, yeah.
The middle. Equal parts safety
But
to
what if
gritty,
she said
salty,
something
sweet.
like, I've been hiding I'm hiding my gritty, my sexy, sultry, sweet. But when I'm with you, I can,
Set the shadows free.
yeah, I can set the shadows free.
Mm-hmm. Or it could just be, I've been waiting, hiding, gritty, sultry, sweet. Take my hand, let's go, set the shadows free.
Yeah, that's more like evocative of like, I've been here and we can go here together.
Yeah.
I've been waiting, hiding.
Take my hand, let's go, set the shadows free. I feel your dark, the storm's periphery. Living on the run now, you can run to me.
Well, I think we're closer to a more fulfilling second verse. Yeah, this is what I fucking love about songwriting, is telling the story. And taking the listener somewhere.
Well, and then you can really plan out a really cool music video.
And exactly, yeah. So there was a highly condensed session that we did together, me and Krista, at her place, working on a song that is going to be included likely on our recording we're doing. We're doing a 2-song demo, and we just received a grant for that, which is awesome. So we're really happy about that, and we're really excited to record this song. But I wanted to make sure that we were clear on what the song was really about. And I'm really adamant, if you've watched my other videos, that songs should have a story arc, you know? You should start somewhere in the beginning of the song, and by the end of the song, you've taken the listener on a journey. You're no longer in the same place anymore. So with Krista, what I wanted to do was really drill down on what is the song about? What is her song about? And once we kind of figured out, well, it's sort of about these two fugitives, Bonnie and Clyde, in a sense. And they are kind of on the run together. And she is inviting him into the car. And they're going to get away together. And on the other side of that, they might find some freedom there. And going into the session, I knew that the second verse wasn't really touching on that enough for my taste. And I encouraged Krista, and we worked on it together to try to land on a more of a bridge for the second verse. Not that kind of bridge, like bridging the first verse and the third verses together. And I think we achieved that. I think we got something a lot better. Better might not be the right word. Something more on theme, something more conducive or connecting to the general theme of the song. And that's a big part of what a producer would do with an artist, is to help them zoom out a bit on what their song is about, and maybe offer them a few perspectives, different ways to approach tying the song together from verse 1 all the way to the end. So that's what we did, and there's likely another session in the books for us to do the second song, do the same thing, but I feel better about this one. This was one of the songs I was worried about a little bit, just because it's got a short structure. There's not a lot of words in there, and I thought it was important that we really try to dial in a cool lyric, a cool story, and I think we did that. So I hope you got something out of that. If you're an artist, I really encourage you to either find someone to work with if you need some outside perspective. It can be really easy to kind of get locked into our own artistic sense, and oftentimes that's fine. But if you're serious about writing songs that maybe connect with more listeners, it's often a good idea to have someone who has a more critical ear of songwriting and storytelling, bring them into the picture. If you're just making music because you love to make music and you just want to do that, wonderful. If you're looking to write songs that you maybe want to shop to other artists, or you want to try to get in sync, or you want to just do for your own artist career, it can be really helpful to have someone on the outside, someone with a critical ear, some songwriting background, to sort of help shape what you're singing about. Maybe help shape the structure, maybe help with the arrangement, the production, whatever it may be. For a long time, and this intro is getting or this outro is getting kind of long-winded, I did it all by myself. And I still do to a large extent, but every time I've collaborated with somebody, it's always helped me out. It's always helped me to see something that I didn't see or consider something that I didn't consider. And oftentimes I regret doing things all on my own because songs usually turn out better when you have people involved who are bringing outside perspectives. Anyway, that's all for today. That's all I'm going to say about that. Just keep that in mind. If you're an artist, consider spending a good portion of time before you get into the studio pre-producing your song, ideally with a producer or another artist or a collaborator, whatever it may be. All right, thanks so much for watching. I gotta practice for some gigs now, so we'll see you in the next video. Bye.